And joining me now live is our Asia correspondent, Stash Butler. Stash, what's the latest information from Japanese authorities?
Thanks, Danica. Yeah, as you mentioned, NHK, Japan's national broadcaster, now saying at least 30 people have died as a result of the quake. Now, those numbers have been changing throughout the day. Official death tolls have been a little slower to catch up with what we're hearing from elsewhere, but 30 looks like the number that we're going to take as being true for now. But really grasping the full extent of this quake and getting a grip on that number and the number of people injured has been made much more difficult by the disruption to infrastructure. Roads have been blocked, trains have been halted, and the local airport, in fact, flights grounded there because of cracks in the tarmac. Survivors have described their fear the moment the quake hit.
Well, it was frightening because when you're that high up, it was actually a slow sway. It wasn't necessarily a shuddering or frantic swaying. It was just this slow bit. It was really starting to lilt, and we definitely knew something was going on. As soon as we got out onto the street, it was just it was just shock. We just were looking around, and it seemed to be mainly the tourists that were concerned. A lot of the locals were sort of going, oh, it's okay, it's okay. So I guess they go through it, quite regularly.
Now, in the wake of the tsunami alerts that followed that magnitude 7.6 quake, up to around 100,000 people were evacuated from their homes on the Japanese coastline. Now that those tsunami warnings have been lifted, they are slowly returning, but local electricity provider says still around 30,000 homes are without power, others without water, and authorities also say there's a 10 to 20% chance that a similar sized earthquake could strike in the next few days.
And Stash, what has been the international reaction?
Well, Australia's ambassador to Japan, Justin Hayhurst, has tweeted his thoughts that they're with the Japanese people, that Australia stands by its friends in Japan at this difficult time. He's not the only one. US President Joe Biden was also quick to tweet his support to offer assistance at this time and speak of the deep bond of friendship that binds the American and Japanese people. The UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak also joining him. Here in Taiwan, Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen was also among the earlier leaders to express their support and their sympathies to the people affected by the disaster. Taiwan's Interior Ministry has put together a rescue team of 160 people ready to help if need be. Taiwan and Japan have a robust unofficial relationship that has a long history of helping one another out in the wake of disasters like this. So really, at this difficult time for the country, many of its international allies coming out and speaking out.
Okay, Stash Butler, appreciate that update. We'll touch base again soon. Thank you.